about it,
Coming
yeah.
over
I
the
just, I would like to have their actual resources for people, you know, mental health providers to actually have their, like my psychiatrist is a resource.
How much is the
Baptist too.
sponsorship?
What is it called?
Camera.
$150.
Yes.
And I think we
You
can
have the
fit
option.
one more
Is it?
table, or no.
Okay,
But keep it recorded
Just
just
in
in case.
case.
And save
At
it.
the end, just leave it.
That was a long one. Okay, thank you.
I don't know.
No,
No,
you're
no, it's
fine.
okay, and recording too, or this?
Keep
two
recording,
separate?
yes,
Okay,
keep
all right.
recording, just in case.
But Gary, maybe for the,
Enjoy your meetings.
festival,
Thank you.
Yeah, no, for that as well.
for sure. For
No,
sure,
Then I get them also for April 26th.
yes,
For the,
for everything,
they wanted,
yeah, for
an
that, yeah,
amendment.
perfect.
I'm going to that. You going to? Me too. Possibly.
Anything else that we wanna do for the event, anything else that I think we kind of discussed that in the subcommittee meeting, I think we should be all
I think,
set, right?
I know we've met, some of you have been here or not, so I just wanna emphasize, we really appreciate your help in pushing the event out. Once the flyer is out, social media,
Mhm.
text, any networks you guys have, I know some of you work in the
Mhm.
field, it really does help. Word of mouth helps us
Mhm.
a lot, especially because sometimes things kind of get, lost
Mm-hmm.
on social media because we have so many other events that we're pushing out as
A
well.
lot.
Yeah.
So,
Mhm.
any networks, resources, we appreciate.
Okay, and then for new business, I wanted to add there, cause May is Mental Health Awareness Month. We did the farmer's market last year and provided resources. I don't know if that's something you guys would wanna do again this year. We could try to set up a table, and have some presents again and share resources. The NAMI walk, I'm gonna be there for Meraki and the Alliance on May 10th. I don't know if you guys wanna come out that day.
What time is that?
This year they're gonna do it at the Marlins Park like they did the previous year. And it usually, you gotta get there like at 8 in the morning for registration, and it's usually up till about noon, you do a walk, and there's a bunch of other providers. So if you guys wanna come, we should maybe participate, if you guys wanna do that. I'll be there. So I'm putting it out there, and then any other events from the chamber that maybe we could do,
I didn't go to the last meeting. I don't know if we have anything. I mean, we have a luncheon,
the
but I
lunches.
don't know anything else right now. You want, we can go to, I mean, I'm going to the luncheon.
You're always there, yeah, maybe for the May luncheon, we could go and have like a little, we're here, this is Mental Health Awareness Month, right? So I feel like May, we should be
Let me see.
proactive and doing more stuff.
I'll be there, just don't count on me. It's crazy.
Do you guys wanna do any of that?
Yeah.
If we're doing, if we're doing the farmer's market, I would be able to sit there for 2 hours.
We should do it on May 10th though, because to promote the event on the 15th.
I won't be able to be on there on the 10th, cause I have the NAMI walk.
I think I can.
We could do the May 3rd one,
What am I looking for?
if you guys wanna do that, we can promote the event there too to the community, the Responding with Compassion, that would be a great idea. Remind me, because I completely forgot, how did we get the farmer's market all settled in last year? I forgot.
I
We-
don't know, cause I wasn't a part
I
of it.
think
But I
we'll-
What did we finally end up
We do
doing?
have a I don't know, but we do have a contact and I can give you their information.
Man,
They
man.
usually help us with like.
No, I know we
rates
did, cause we went around it in circles and then we ended up getting the table and everything given to us and that day, because I know that they were doing something else that day for Mother's Day, like craft or whatever, and like.
Oh, yes.
So
they
we
do
went
it
the
for
same, yeah, so we did the same route as them and they gave us a tip, because I remember I called directly to the farmer's market and they told me this, like, we had to pay, and then the town came back saying that we didn't, and they,
Yeah, I just have to give them a heads up that you guys were gonna be.
yeah,
reaching
and then
out.
they put a table out for us, and then we showed up,
So are you
basically.
guys is that the intention of the committee to be there, or, I don't wanna tell him yes and then nobody shows up, so let me know.
And I could be there for 2 hours.
Okay, the 10th, I have something in the evening, but I could be there.
You gotta be there the 3rd?
Um,
I can't the 10th. I
Oh,
just
the
can't, cause the 10th is the NAMI walk, and
I think I can the 3rd.
When it comes to these events, do we have a standard banner at all that says Mental Health Task Force?
we have the, tablecloth, and then we just bring our flyer. So
Okay.
for that one, we would probably like reprint, I think we still have more copies, Gabriella has a bunch that were left over from last time in the office, and I think,
And what do you guys think about having one of those foldable rolling things that people?
yeah, the banners, we never got one because we didn't have the funds we didn't have a budget for it. I don't know, we
How
can
much
vote
is
on
that
that. They're not that
Like 2,
expensive.
3?
Yeah.
You imagine how much we can put on that, like 988 and resources website and,
We'd have the QR code to scan our, the town website to take them back into that one.
yeah, and you can also add like QR codes from other important resources like the task force that is involved with, or that number,
A CIT?
to, right, is that what they are?
The West Care?
The police?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I would opt to put the QR code to take them to the town of Miami Lakes for resources, because there we could always update it, because God forbid something happens with their numbers and changes, and then we're stuck with this banner that has an old number, because 988 changed to 1-800, and it happens quite often for these organizations, so we could do the QR code for the town, and then the town, we can always update the number there, should it change.
You know what we could tell?
And we could put there like
too?
resources there, you know?
Frank.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But who makes the design of that?
We can create it for you.
Okay.
The town has a graphic designer?
Well, we have our, I forgot their specific name, but the person that works in communications. No, it's not a team, it's one person, they're the ones that does the social media and they create the flyers.
Could we ask
You know.
for a design? Maybe they
Yeah,
create a
I can have
design.
her.
Do we have
start-
money?
But yeah, can I have a motion that you guys wanna spend the money on that? I wanna make sure that you know that the
But how
intention
much
is there
is
before
it?
we create.
Can we
anything.
do a
You're
motion?
To get
Looking
a
at about
quote.
Up to, yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
it's
cool.
I would say,
A
be
motion
prepared
for a
up to
quote.
300
Yeah.
at least.
Go for like a rolling
Well,
ban.
I'm letting you know because Blasting did one a month and a half ago, and
Oh,
it
okay.
was somewhere between 200 and 300 for the banner.
Who did you use? AC Ballot?
No.
I think that we should just, for right now, still stick with that, maybe when we get a little funds, and then we can have it for the festival, I think it's a great
Wait,
idea.
we got a quote
And we can
we
get the
can motion
quote
get
and
a
have,
quote
have the
and,
quote there,
and potential
Well,
artwork.
I'll send you whatever we spent
Yeah.
for Blasting.
perfect,
Okay.
and that way we
And a
know more
motion
than,
to get the,
You don't have
Yeah.
to make motion.
No,
I'm just
no
gonna
motion.
share the invoice.
You
That's
share the
public
invoice.
record.
oh,
perfect, okay. So
I
that way we
digress.
know, because I don't think we have that.
Trying to help you.
Because then, we, you know, for the
Well, I don't
festival.
know. I'm telling you,
Yeah,
I
you
don't
know,
know.
just kind of like whatever, and then once we get more sponsorship, we can go for
Jesus,
sure, and we can use that money for that, and then we'll have it for next year, and I think that would be good. And then for now, we'll just have the flyers of the event, that was a great idea to promote it, and then the information that we gave last year, and the 988 stickers that we gave, and we
Yeah.
could be there to
And-
answer
and
questions.
also like, as long as you have, I heard about like the warnings of opiates, that, you know, we did get, what, 3,250 for public awareness campaign?
No, remember guys, we're only getting for the, you mean for the grant money?
Yeah.
We are only getting the
No.
portion that's for the educational
Yeah.
workshop only, remember, the
Oh,
other
okay.
categories, we're not
Get
we're
that.
not getting those.
So
And now
we-
we're gonna, and those 1,300, we're gonna use towards the festival also this year. So we're gonna try to put all of our funds for the festival, cause that way we can make it bigger and better. And,
Okay.
yeah,
So May 3rd,
is that okay with you guys? I don't know, is anybody available?
What is it? What's the
For the farmer's market,
Oh.
yeah?
Okay, I got it, yeah.
I'm not.
You're
But
not
it's okay.
available, okay.
I'm on the 10th, but.
Well, you
I
guys, oh, we
understand.
can,
But we should also support the Namiwa, because they've been, like,
so what do you guys wanna take a vote on between May 3rd and May 10th? Which one works best for
I
everybody?
think the 3rd. Just
May
me.
10th.
Yeah, because the non walk is on the 10th.
Meeting for me.
You have a meeting on May 10th?
Okay, then May
What's
10th.
Mother's Day?
May 10th, that we're gonna
May
May 10,
11th.
11.
May 11th.
Yeah, I would
Maybe.
go with the third then.
I thought, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So make a motion for the task force to attend the farmer's market on Saturday, May 3rd. And we'll take rotations, on our shift there, just for a little bit, we don't have to be there tampoco all day.
And second it, I second it.
All in favor?
I,
Aye.
Okay, perfect, so May 3rd. Add that to the schedule.
I know, I'm surprised.
Yeah, so I'll confirm with the farmer's market and then I'll
Yeah.
connect them with, are you gonna, with you? Okay.
We'll bring the water that we did last year, wherever we brought water, we'll bring
You know what worked
Dunkin',
very
Bubbles.
well?
the Dunkin' Donuts.
The flags. Remember, we gave it to the kids, and because of the kids, the parents were coming to the table.
Yeah, this year we could bring something for the
Something.
kids.
Bubbles or
We can use maybe some on,
Balls.
yeah, on Amazon, and they
Oh,
come
yeah.
all for that.
Well, I have a bubble
Donuts.
machine.
Dollar Tree.
Yeah, bring that, that'd be
I
cool,
have a bubble machine.
okay.
and the donuts. All the kids wanted a donut.
We
right?
brought donuts.
We're literally trying to move to healthier diet.
Eh,
They're bringing
And
donuts?
adults.
no, we're doing
I
mental
will
health.
say the kids tend not gonna be there, cause they're the.
I don't know about you
There's-
guys,
yeah,
but
for Mother's
Keep that
Day.
in mind.
Yeah,
I've never cried when I've held a donut, so.
yeah. Okay, NAMI walk,
No, they're.
we could just say, we'll have presents there, I could take pictures, say the task force was there, I'll be there. I mean, is that okay? Anybody wanna join me? On the 10th?
As part of the task force or just
Yeah.
to walk? How much is
Either
it?
or, it's free.
Okay.
Why is it free?
Because you just register your group, like I have
Oh,
yeah. I can make I could register the task force on the website, if you guys want me to, so we have presence there.
sure.
Yeah,
Can my family join me?
anybody, you can bring everybody. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cause I thought there was a cost to that. There isn't? Okay, I'll talk to my mom about it. Alright, we'll let you know, Lindsay.
So, motion to create a Town of Miami Lakes Mental Task Force group for NAMI,
I second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Girls, it's
10 minutes. 10 minutes, I know she's hungry. 10 minutes, I'm better. Okay.
Is my son being mean to you?
No,
Oh, okay.
She's like,
he's tired.
I know. Okay, perfect, so I'll create a little group and then I'll share with you guys, I'll send you an email and then it just says like, you can share it, we can raise funds, you can show up as a group, those are ways to, you only need to pay, Hector, if you're gonna get a table there and sponsor the actual event.
Yep, I called for prices.
And they're expensive,
Yeah, I know.
but to walk, it's free. Okay, perfect, so NAMI group, I'll make that.
free.
Anything else? No. Okay, so the festival, I just wanted to put it in there so we can start getting up the, like the information, see if any sponsors. I'm gonna reach out to Renee's office as well, so we can start that process with time and the stage.
They need like 3 months.
I will say,
I mean, same, I thought it was safe. I mean, I got it, safe.
just,
Yeah.
although I know, well, okay, so last year, Memorial Healthcare System, I don't know if I shared with you guys before, came out and they wanted to start like making sure to, I guess like have a formal partnership with the town. So I had a conversation with them and we were able to kind of like customize the package for them where we included a bunch of town events. However, mental health was not included in that because you guys came up with your event pretty last minute and it wasn't scheduled at the time. So they just, you know, side note, they work well in advance and that conversation is gonna be coming up soon. So my hope is they wanna continue the partnership for this upcoming year and if
Yeah.
they do,
Oh, that'd be
I'd be
great.
happy to include, you know, the October event. So as much information as you guys can start gathering for the event, you know, it helps.
Could we start putting together like a flyer, like an image with a date, because we know the date,
Yeah.
we know the location,
Yeah, yeah.
and then I know like a couple people that are confirmed, but they wanna have like something to at least
Yeah,
start
I
going.
guess, but that's why I want you guys, if you, the more details you can kind of put together for the event, at least like the main things, like it helps, you know?
The same thing, we're gonna have food,
Okay.
activities,
You guys did say
pumpkins,
pumpkin.
Games,
the
games.
Yeah.
pumpkins for sure, so if you wanna look at the
last
same-
Laser
year's
tag.
and then a potential
and even
future for
the
Laser
this.
laser
tag.
tag,
Laser
it was
tag.
easy.
the laser tag was amazing, and
It
then we
was
can,
cheap.
I
And a
can
dunk
tell,
tank for the mayor.
I can,
I bet he'll do it.
I can ask Oscar to come to one of our next meetings, maybe like in
Traffic.
June,
Okay,
and that way we can already start getting, like the go around, but for me, the flyer is so essential because I can,
flyers,
The
kind of essentially
sponsors.
save the date
it's a
already.
save the date, exactly, like a save the date flyer, because that way I can get sponsorship, because people like to have something that they can show
Yeah.
to
What
their
if we make a save a date?
administration.
What if
We
we make
can-
a save a date flyer?
Yeah, we
In
could,
addition
okay,
of just
save the
flyer.
date, October.
Yeah. The save the date, and that one can transition into the actual
Yes.
flyer, because it'll be the
And
same
save the
imaging,
date.
exactly.
And I know one detail that we do have confirmed is that, if I'm not mistaken, you guys have confirmed motion to approve the organization, right, for someone to,
Yeah.
to receive the
To
proceeds.
receive the proceeds, so
So
I'll,
I can include that.
Instead of,
yeah, because we're gonna back up our first responders this year, that's gonna be like our theme for the festival.
And then I can share with her too, and maybe she has, you know,
Oh, she has a
contacts,
bunch
I'm
of
sure,
contacts,
so
yeah.
she can help as well.
She has her
she has like a
podcast.
Yeah, she does.
So she can share it on there. I think this year, guys, it's gonna be, if we start now,
Yeah.
great momentum. And if I can get I know a lot of those sponsors are gonna wanna do it again. I
Yeah.
know Baptist this year wants to have a table,
Yeah.
like, you know, so.
Let me see if I can start coming up with a sponsorship package, because I know we talked about the pricing, so.
Yeah, we're gonna go up a little bit, you know, just a tiny bit, especially on the basic one, because we just wanna cover the company to come put up the tents, 'cause we ain't doing that thing again.
And I'm gonna add it right now. Yeah, no, and the chairs. We gotta hire someone for the chairs. That was brutal.
Yeah, the thing is that if you pay a rental company,
Correct,
they
they'll come
will
do
set
it.
it up for you.
That's why I wanna,
But
I
you
wanna
will
cover
still,
it.
but we will still need mental health task force volunteers to be there at least to
Yeah.
guide them.
Yeah,
So
I
they
know,
know
of
everyone.
course.
I'm never
Absolutely.
doing that again though.
No, of course, we're definitely gonna be there to
Yeah.
guide them and all that,
Yes.
like, that's not a problem, but
Just keep in
the
mind that
busy
sometimes
one.
they do it
The
like
day
a day
before,
before,
that's
so.
fine. Yeah, but it's
But
better
they-
than
but
having
they
to
would
do
be
it
the ones
ourselves,
doing it,
yeah,
Fine, I'll
and then they
sleep
come
over
and they pick up.
veterans.
Well, if
That's
we
the main
have
thing.
sponsor dollars in early, then
Exactly.
you know you have money to.
Correct.
Yeah.
So we had voted on 250 for the minimum one, right? We went
I
from
have to go back and
150.
double check, but I think it's
I
something.
just wanna
around
make sure that the 250 is gonna cover the basics of the tent, the tables.
150 per sponsor table.
No, but that was
No, that's for the
the
responding
workshop.
Oh, forgive me.
Yeah. You guys talked about this like
Yeah.
2-3 months
Would it
ago,
be
I think.
smart to get a quote from that company that you guys usually use here that you send me to see más o menos how much they would charge us for
I'll
20
pull-
tents? Yeah.
We just used them like 3 months ago, so I'll pull the invoice.
Yeah, with an update, exactly, with like an updated pricing of for
tents.
2025, because I'm sure it could have gone up. And that way, we base the lower sponsorship to at least cover the cost of all that. You know, we're gonna get higher sponsorships as well, but like at least the ones that all, the basic ones, so that it covers the cost for that, we're not coming out of pocket, and everybody's happy, because everybody's getting a tent, a table, and
I
chairs.
cannot do that again.
No, they're gonna come and set up for us this year.
I'll leave. I'm putting it on the table right now. Or-
Okay,
no,
so that's
no.
good. So those are things, so a motion to get that, the save the date, a motion to get the quote for the company to set up for us. I'll reach out to Oscar to come in one of our future, like June meeting, to see what other events, and maybe by then we have more sponsors already, you know,
Who's
concrete.
Oscar again?
The gentleman that brought in
Food
all the
trucks.
food trucks.
Oh, that's right. That's right, yeah. Sorry, forgive
He
me.
was amazing.
Yeah.
And he has all the
It's all over the
licenses
place.
and everything, we don't need to, you know, he's awesome, yeah.
Yeah.
So somebody second all those
I
74
second.
motions that I just put in,
I second
all in
them all.
favor?
Aye.
Did you get them all?
We are gonna be on our A game for the festival this year, guys. We already know the pumpkin company, so
Yeah.
it's just a matter of
I
getting
wanna
that.
remind you guys, as you mentioned, the upcoming, what is it, July, that you guys go up for the
Mhm.
council meeting, make sure to include in that report the, I guess like formal approval that you're gonna be giving out those proceeds to.
To
the
personal lawn.
organization, yeah.
Perfect, yeah. Perfect. And I need to get their approval for the signs. Those are gonna be my biggest talking points that day, right? The signs and the proceeds. Anything else, guys, before any announcements, anything else you guys wanna add on?
Oh, I have a question. I don't remember if I ever said this. The chamber does the podcast for the members. Maybe we can do that.
Absolutely, we should.
They ask you like a list of questions, like you can submit your questions in the conversation or whatever.
Yeah, let's do it.
What's
You
the
guys
name of the
wanna do that?
podcast?
I don't
We
know.
would all
Miami
go
Lakes
talk?
Chamber podcast. Don't put me on the spot. Miami
You
Lakes
guys-
Chamber podcast. What do you do?
Huh?
Miami Lakes Chamber. Commerce. Of Commerce. I don't know.
That would be nice to have the
Yeah.
task force on there, but we would all go as a group and just, you know,
Yeah.
kind of talk about the awareness that we're trying to raise, something simple, doesn't have to be so complicated.
Yeah, and they make it casual, like, hey, you know.
Do you guys wanna put in a motion to look into some of those dates?
No. That's what Deco. Let me find out first, cause it's a mission, and then we'll go from
So
there.
then do we wait for the next
Yes.
meeting?
Yes.
Okay.
Would you guys want me to find out? I can
Yes.
find out. Okay.
Yes.
I'll do
Put
that.
a motion in to find out about possibly participating in the chamber podcast
You ready?
to speak.
You need a motion to find out something?
No.
No.
We don't.
Okay.
Don't
It's just
be-
to approve.
Guys, Hector wants to say it, he seconds it.
Okay, let's do an
It's
imaginary
fine.
motion. I first did. Okay.
Alright guys,
Second.
so if everything is all set, then meeting adjourned at 4:55 p.m.
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
Streaming your recording.